know that finding legitimate playlists and legitimate curators to work with on Spotify is a total crapshoot. Finding legitimate playlists in the first place is hard enough, let alone finding the contact information for those curators to maybe get your song on their playlists. Even bigger of a crapshoot. I'm really excited to announce this tool I found online called PlaylistSupply.com. That's going to make this whole process of trying to find the right curators that match your style of music, getting their contact information on, email and Instagram, and actually getting into contact with them and pitching your music to get placed on their playlists. That whole process used to be like a full-time job. PlaylistSupply.com makes it a lot easier for musicians, record label owners, and managers to speed up this process. Let's dive in to see how Playlist Supply works. Okay, so here I am on the PlaylistSupply.com homepage. And right away, you see that it's a really intuitive and relatively simple website. But the thing to know here is it's not just a database. This is a real-time search engine that is tied into Spotify that you can use to search and find relevant playlists for your music. Right here, let's say I want to make I make jazz music and I want to find some jazz playlists that fit my genre. The first thing that I'm going to want to be looking for is the email address of the curator. So here, simple. Let's search for jazz. I'm searching for jazz playlists. I want to find the email address of these curators. Let's see what Playlist Supply can do for us. Okay, so you can see it's searching all of these playlists. It's combing through hundreds and hundreds at a time, and it's already started to list some here. And some of the things that you want to look for, in my opinion, are like, when was the last time these were modified? Obviously, if the last time somebody updated their playlist was 3,800 days ago, they probably aren't going to answer your email and put your song in there, right? So if you start, okay, look, some of these were edited today, 0 days ago, or yesterday. So great, let's start there. And then let's say, okay, look, this is a pretty sizable playlist, 23,000 playlists, 23,000 followers for the playlist. Right here, I get their email address of the curator. And I could take a look and see there's only 44 tracks. There's their email address. Might be a good chance to contact this person and say, what about this song as well? So let's say email isn't your preferred method of conversation and you're not trying to email curators and you think email is for old people. Let's say you're looking for the Instagram handle of these folks. Let's say also you make East Coast rap and you don't want it to be such a broad search. So here I'm going to select exact search and I'm going to find only playlists that say something about East Coast. And what I'm looking for is the Instagram handle from the curator. It's combing through these playlists in real time. So it's not just pulling from a database. It's actively searching every time you search. And you get unlimited searches when you do this. So there's no cap on how many searches you get per month or per day. Once I've loaded the exact search results and am looking for the Instagram handle, I can go right here and say, all right, let's search by the Instagram handle and see what's here. Right away, I find this person's social media handle. I see that they updated their playlist today, have 100 tracks in there and 3,000 followers. I could send this guy a DM in 3 seconds and say, hey man, I found your playlist. It looks great. Here's my song. Maybe we can work together. You don't want to lead these conversations like you're trying to do a favor. Hey, my music is so great. Please help me out, stranger. You want to try to come as if this is the start of a business engagement. Where, hey, what can I do for you? If I write a blog article for you, will you put my song in there? If I share your stuff on social media, will you put my song in there? Hey, here's $50. Could I put my song in there for 2 weeks or whatever? If they have a business, if running playlists is their entire business, they're not just necessarily looking to give a handout to artists, even if they think they're good. It might be pay to play. You might need to scratch their back in order for them to scratch yours. But PlaylistSupply.com is a great place where you can actually get this contact information from these curators and start that process in the first place. I realized that I had missed an important feature, and it's the My Playlist Database feature. So it's up in the top right corner. You can't miss it. So here, what I've done here is I've added a handful of the playlists that a song I made a long time ago has been on. And here are a handful of playlists that I'm on. or was on at some point. And let's say I want, the coolest thing about this playlist database is you can save, it's like your own playlist of playlists. You can either make it something like, hey, all the playlists that you have been on, or maybe you can be like, hey, here are my top 20 targets of playlists that I think I belong on. Each third, you could even do something like, hey, I paid some company to put me on some playlists. I just want to track them to see if they jump 1,000 followers in an hour or something like that. So let's say the mood of my song is fun. And let's just say, okay, for the sake of it, let's find which one has the most followers here. Let's say this one. Okay, it was updated 5 days ago. It's got 4,300 followers. Let's say that this one is one that I was added to. I'm going to save that to my playlist database. It gives you like a notification saying that it was successfully added. I go back to my playlist database here, and there it is. However you ended up on these playlists. You can track, are they gaining followers? How many different tracks are on here? When was the last time it was modified? And you can compare it. Of course, I already updated my own database here today. It does only allow you to update once per day. So you got to be careful, or you'd make a mistake like I just did here trying to explain it. But what you would see is almost like a stock, if it's up or down, you would see, hey, since the last time you updated, the followers are up or down. The number of tracks are up or down. The popularity score has gone up. Those kinds of things. You can't see it here because I've already updated mine, but you can track how many new followers have been added. If you check this once a day, if a playlist adds 10,000 followers overnight, that might be a good sign to say, hey, maybe I should pull my song off of this playlist, or maybe something fishy is going on. But you can track all of that in the database tool. A couple of more features that I really like about playlistsupply.com is the ability to save and export a ton of this data from your search results into something like a CSV, so you can easily upload contact information into MailChimp or whatever you're using for your email marketing, and to store your email contacts. Another really cool thing about Playlist Supply is you're able to say you've got 10 or 15 playlists that are a target of yours, and you are trying to pitch to get into them. You can save those playlists to your own dashboard and track their metrics over time. It's a great tool to see if a playlist you're looking at all of a sudden gained 29,000 followers in one day. Well, hey, that might cause a couple of red flags, but Playlist Supply allows you to see that information in real time. PlaylistSupply.com is super artist friendly. Their team is always there to help artists. They've helped a lot of the artists that I work with at Novo. I'm doing this video for them because I did a quick reel about their tool. A lot of artists said they loved it. I got a lot of great feedback, so I decided to do this deeper dive here on YouTube so you can see how it works. Again, their team is always open to doing demos. It's only $19.99 a month. This could be something you might not need it every single month, but maybe you need it for the 3 months leading up to your album and the 2 months after. Who knows? But you can come and go as you please. It's a worthwhile tool for a relatively low price that I think musicians would definitely benefit from having in their tool belt. My name is Elliot Townsley, co-founder here at Novo Agency. Go check out PlaylistSupply.com. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope that this is a tool that you can use to find more curators on Spotify. We'll talk again soon.